Welcome to Endless Love Stories. If you love raw, emotional, and true-feeling stories, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Endless Love Stories. Now, let's begin. I was never the kind of guy who believed in fairy tales. My name is Daniel, I'm 27, and I work as an assistant manager at a hardware store in Ohio. I come from a humble background, raised by a single mother who always struggled with money. We were never close, not really. It was always about the bills, the sacrifices, the blame. I was her retirement plan, her emotional punching bag, and her ATM when things got tight. So when I met Sophie, kind, educated, thoughtful, and full of light, it was like meeting a world I didn't know existed. She was everything I wasn't used to. She had a successful marketing job, dressed elegantly, and came from a decent family. I fell in love with her slowly, like warm rain on dry soil. She listened when I spoke. She believed in me, even when I didn't. And for once in my life, I felt seen. I was planning to propose. I bought a ring on installment, practiced the words in the mirror, and even asked her dad for permission. He said, "Just don't break her heart. She's not used to heartbreak." I promised I wouldn't, but life, as always, had other plans. One day, I came home early from work. My mom didn't hear me come in. She was in the kitchen with my aunt, their voices low, but not low enough. I was heading to the fridge when I heard her whisper, "She'll pay our bills if he marries her. Finally, all my sacrifices will be worth it." My aunt replied, "And she's too sweet to even see it coming." My heart stopped. My hands went cold. I backed away like a ghost, climbed the stairs, and sat on my bed with my fists clenched. That night I didn't sleep. I stared at the ceiling, listening to the wind, wondering how much of my relationship was real and how much was a setup I never noticed. The next day I didn't go to work. I called Sophie and told her I needed to see her. We met at a small lake an hour from the city, our peaceful spot. She arrived in a long beige coat, hair tied, holding a thermos of cocoa for me, like always. I looked at her and thought, how could anyone use someone this pure? I told her everything. Her eyes watered, but she didn't interrupt. When I finished, she didn't get angry. She just said, "Do you believe them?" I said, "No. I believe you, but I don't trust my own house anymore." She nodded and whispered, "Then let's build a new one." That was the moment I knew I was choosing love, not blood, not obligation, not survival. I moved out that weekend, rented a one-bedroom place near Sophie's work. My mom called, cried, accused me of betrayal, of abandoning her. I didn't answer. She showed up at my door once, demanded to know why I chose that girl over my own mother. I said, "Because that girl never once made me feel like a burden." My aunt sent messages too, threats, guilt trips, manipulation, but none of it worked. I had tasted peace. I wasn't going back. Sophie helped me fix up my place. She painted the walls, brought in soft lighting, made it a home. 6 months later, I proposed again, this time not in fear, but with full courage. She said yes. We got married in a quiet ceremony with just close friends. No fancy flowers, just real people and real vows. My mother didn't attend. I didn't expect her to. A year later, Sophie and I started a small side business together, handmade woodcrafts from recycled material. It took off. We weren't rich, but we were happy. One evening, I saw an envelope at our doorstep. It was a letter from my mom. She wrote that she was sick, alone, and regretted everything. She asked for help. I showed the letter to Sophie. She didn't tell me what to do. She just held my hand. I went to visit my mom the next week. She looked thinner, weaker, and older. I helped her with groceries. I paid for her medication, but I didn't move back. I didn't invite her into our life. Because forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It just means choosing peace over pain. My mom apologized with tears. I believed her, but I also remembered everything. And I never again let guilt write the script of my life. Sophie is my home now. My anchor. My truth. She wasn't a bill payer. She was the one person who never made me feel like I was only worthy if I brought something to the table. Moral of the story. Sometimes the people who raise you are the first ones to teach you what manipulation feels like. But love, real love, is not transactional. It's not a business deal. It doesn't say, "What do you offer?" It says, "You are enough." When you find someone who chooses you for your heart, not your wallet, hold on. And walk away from anyone who sees love as a financial investment. Backhand index pointing right if this story touched you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Endless Love Stories, where love wins and truth always finds its way home.